Welcome, Gemini Cancer, to your chakra reading for July. Hope your friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new to my channel, welcome, welcome. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. The overall card for you is the base chakra this month. Really getting into the I have, right? This is the overall personal part of your pretty much your well-being. This is where everything you need comes from. This is your primary needs of just being a human being. This is where the needs for survival, to thrive abundantly, stability, security, right? Receiving support, making sure that you just feel secure and that you pretty much just have everything you need, right? This is located at the base of the spine and between the hips. At the very first, of course, chakra, right, that you want to make sure it keeps open. Okay, so talking about the needing. This says spiritual awakening. This is a crown chakra card. This card here, let's make sure you guys can see this. Put them up. The spiritual awakening is a beautiful card because this is saying, remember, I need spiritual awakening. And this is talking about how your spiritual awakening is opening within this time of the month. So it might feel like everything around you is just slowly coming into a different kind of understanding, right? Because you're expanding the deeper sense of love and wisdom within yourself and just kind of all around you. Right? So having the needs, it's like the spiritual awakening is saying, it's making you understand, I need security. I need this. And you're going to start focusing more on the needs of the things that you really need. And it's going to kind of stop you from the things that you kind of don't need, right? So it's going to say like, man, I really want those. Well, just an example, right? I really want those shoes. But then you say, I don't need shoes. What I really do need, though, is a car that's up running, right? Or something of this nature. So it's going to actually spiritually awaken you to the needs that you really need to put focus into, which is a very beautiful thing. And as you can see, it's the crown chakra, so it's all the way up at the top. So when you're topping out at the crown chakra, it's allowing all the chakras to be open and really moving smoothly, so that you can have these insights. And then it's going to get those intentions out with the solar plexus, as you can see right here, because it's going to say, oh, this is where I need to focus all of my attention to, so that I can, get to, maybe saving money. Maybe one of your survival tips is, I need to save money, not spend it so much. Something of this nature. So you're really going to become spiritually awakened to that. So how beautiful is that? That's going to bring in a new, a new universe. We're just talking about walking into a new chapter that's more destined, as you see the universe is looking out at you saying, this is where you need to be. This is what I was talking about. This is what I want you to do. This will keep your security. This will put you exactly where you need to be on a destined path. So, and it'll open up this beautiful new chapter. So I like to see the universe as two entities here in its own right, because yes, it's you going towards your destiny, and it's favorable. Universe is almost like she's talking back to you, or he's talking back to you saying, yeah, close that chapter and go exactly where you need to be. Using this spiritual awakening is going to put you on top. There you go, big happy changes from the universe itself. Oh man, they like that. We really believe you really are really thinking wise over here and using that internal wisdom. Okay, for accelerated motion, this is going to get that chariot going. This is going to get your life in accelerated motion. The spiritual awakening of your security and your stability and all the things that you need is going to then start moving, because they're going to say you're getting your, how about that one? Getting your priorities done first. Having the spiritual awakening to get only the priorities at this time. Then you can have, what you want. All the little extras once you get back to the priorities. That's really what That's really what that is, priorities. Okay. Clarifying on the universe and the big happy changes. Oh, wow. The offering of the Knight of Cups with the Empress, yeah. See, and then the Empress is beautiful because then it's like the big happy changes underneath it is the Empress, and it's saying, yes, then you can have your materialism. Then you can have your stuff, right? But let's get to the priorities first. The stability, the securities, the things that we need to have to survive. Wow. I mean, look at all the, possibilities that are coming in. Future possibilities, then bring in the Empress. So pretty much a good example of this actually would be as I'm spiritually awakening, it's like I'm always having a hard time keeping money around. So if I save money and I spiritually just start, oh my gosh, and there's like, I start thinking that way, and then my spiritual awakening opens and it's like, save this money, do this, do that. And then you're opening up these new doors and accelerating the motion of saving that money, so then you can have the new shoes. Now you have all this extras. Okay. So getting on the spiritual awakening. Everybody's story is different, so take it how it resonates. But look at that, the 9 of Coins, because this is how you're going to travel towards this. You're going to travel towards this independently using that spiritual awakening. Opening that new door, traveling towards that new chapter with the 10 of Cups. Getting your achievements done, accelerating and moving towards your achievements and opening up those achievements with the Magician. Wow. So there's that manifesting, and then being able to manifest for other things. So by doing your priorities, that's really what the word I keep hearing, my friends. So I'm going to say by doing your priorities first, that's keep you for the needs that you have to get you where you need to be to become the Empress over here. This is the best way to do this. Yep, it's going to open up your goals, bring in the promises and the hopes and the dreams. Bringing in the 10 of Cups. So, wow. So the new chapter then could bring in the 10 of Cups because of the Knight of Cups, because that's going to open up future opportunities. And keeping your cup overfilled. And then you get an Ace of Wands too. So, wow, the new beginning and the new chapter with the universe is actually bringing in not just the cup, but the wand as well. Because the wand is going to say, I'm going to continue to give you this new beginning of a place you can take action to continue as the Empress. To continue to have big, happy changes. You fill your cup, and then you can have the rest. And that's because of the spiritual awakening. And that's because you see with your wisdom how it can really all unfold for you. Support. You might even have some support around you for the big happy changes. You might even have this friend that can support you, who could be a Capricorn or a Virgo, could even be a Taurus, but they're going to help you within the support over here and bringing in the Chariot. Wow, no matter what, you're going to see the Chariot coming in. So as they're helping to support this, this could even be love. If this has something also to do with love, you guys, and you're especially awakening because you're married, this will actually bring the love in, and it will make your partner start supporting the newfound ideas that you have, right? Because they're going to see that they work. And that's going to bring the Chariot right in. Fool. And the Fool is just making the leaps of faith. And it feels like if you are married or with this other person, they're going to say, wow, they're going to see you make the leap of faith. And then they're going to want a leap of faith with you. Because they're actually seeing how, wow, look at what you did, Gemini Cancer. You made it work, right? And they're saying that, like, wow. And for others of you, it might be a friend who's saying, how did you do whatever you did? How did you get through that? And you're like, well, you know, and you can kind of like tell them your story is what it kind of looks like for some of you. And the reason is because you have the support and they're like, wow, I want to do that too. So then they would be supporting the idea. Now, well, a lot of times our friends, our closest friends, see these things that we're doing when we learn. And when it happens, kind of what they consider fast, even though sometimes we think it's a little slow, sometimes they think it's too quick. They want to know what the magic is. Well, what was your secret? What's your secret? How'd you do that? I mean, you figure even if it took 3 or 4 or 5 months, I mean, if you were getting out of debt and you knew that it should take, 6 years and you started pulling through it in the next 6 months, how your friend's going to be like, how did you do that? Teach me your ways. Oh yeah, they do too. So they're going to start supporting and then wanting to also take action in the same area. So then you could become the teacher, right? You think you're just talking and next thing you know, you're teaching. On the page of, I just want to see that really fast, the page of coins. The truth of the matter, and they see how justified everything is going. Like I said, it doesn't matter who this page of coins is, whether it's a friend, a loved one, they're there to support you. And it's because they do see this Ace of Cups coming in the middle. Look at the Ace of Cups and in the middle here. I know you guys can't see that well. But in the middle here, we have the Ace of Cups and the Magician, and they see this. It was almost like you got your cups overfilled too fast. It was almost like magic, right? It's like you had the Midas touch. You had the good fortune. How did you get such good fortune? And you're like, well, it wasn't good fortune. It was just me, listening to the higher wisdom of myself. Really thinking about it, really getting intuitive about it, really putting things and my needs and priorities first and cutting back the things that I want but are not necessary, right? And you can tell them I started saving money and now I get the things that are not necessary. And they're going to see that too. Wow, are they going to see that? Okay, and like I said, it's going to be this leap of faith that's going to bring in a new beginning afterwards. And like I said, that's where you're going to start being able to say, oh, now I have enough money, I can go buy those shoes. And then they're going to say, how'd you get new shoes too? Be like, secrets, my friends, secrets, universal secrets. But I'll let you know. And go ahead and tell them. If they're the type of person who's open to this idea, tell them how you did it, right? Because it's justified, it's truth. You didn't lie. I would say that if they're not into that, leave it alone, right? Leave it alone. Because then they're going to think you're doing some like real magic, right? Or something. Those type of people, my friends. We don't need that kind of judgment, right? Okay, until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.